On this edition of the Lethbridge Photography Club News, a look at what's new at McBain Camera, new lighting tools for effects and for portraits, and a look back at the field trips to Writing on Stone Provincial Park. There's always the challenge of lighting a scene properly. Manufacturers are constantly coming up with new tools and solutions to unique situations. The newest is the flexible light panel. A bank of LED lights are mounted on a moldable frame, just 1/4 inch thick, and it's dimmable from 0 to 100%. Here's a bit of Westcott's video. The popular 1x1 foot panel lists for $649 US. But a cheaper do-it-yourself option is to build one yourself. With basic soldering knowledge and a bit of time, you can take rolls of LEDs and build them on a frame for about $60. This panel gives you the same dimmable functionality with the added benefit of daylight or indoor balance. And here's what's new at McBain Camera. The new Nikon Coolpix P900 features an 83x optical zoom, giving it a 35mm equivalent of 24 to 2000 mm. Aimed at wildlife, bird photography, and astrophotography, the 16-megapixel CMOS sensor records high-quality images with low noise. Of course, it also shoots full 1080p video. The P900 has built-in Wi-Fi, NFC, and GPS, and features manual exposure control. The Panasonic Lumix GX8 is the latest in the company's successful rangefinder-style mirrorless cameras. It has a new 20-megapixel 4/3 sensor and a top ISO of 25,600. As a plus, the GX8 does UHD video, which is classified as 4K video. The camera also features Wi-Fi and NFC. The action camera market is heating up. GoPros have been on the scene for quite a few years, and the GoPro Hero 4 Black is their flagship camera. Shooting 4K video at 30 frames per second or 120 frames per second HD video, the camera is versatile and adaptable. A competitor for the GoPro is the Sony FDR X1000V. It has a different shape than the GoPro and is quite a bit cheaper. In side-by-side tests done by Videomaker magazine, they found that the Sony is a little sharper, but the Sony housing is a little clumsier. The GoPro is better underwater and has more mounts available. The GoPro also has easier menus and better functionality of the buttons on the camera. The battery life is better on the Sony, but quite a bit more expensive. Snickers recently launched a campaign featuring fails from hungry people. Can you spot the 11 Photoshop fails in this image? We can come back to it later. Finally, here are some of the photos from the club members who attended the field trips to Writing on Stone Provincial Park. that's the Lethbridge Photography Club news for this month.